Awesome. Welcome back, everyone. I am excited to introduce our next speaker, Evan, the head of Shoppable and media at Tinuiti. Tinuiti is the largest independent marketing firm. And so I'm going to kick things off by an icebreaker question. If everyone can drop in the chat, what advertising channel takes up the largest part of your marketing budget, and what channels are you looking to explore next? So feel free to drop them in the chat. And Evan, I'm going to hand it off to you.
All right, thank you. Sorry for the delay, everyone. We had some audio difficulties, but I think we're good now. So yeah, I'm Evan. I'm the VP of Shoppable Media at Tinuiti. Been with the agency a little over 7 years, so I oversee everything from a shopping, product syndication, and feed perspective. So I founded our shopping and feed division a while back, and over the past year, we expanded to support all shoppable media formats. So my focus is really helping our clients make their ads more shoppable. So excited to talk with you all today. We're going to give a high-level update on the industry and where it's headed, the trends we're seeing, before diving into how to build a shoppable foundation with your product data, and a case study with a couple examples. And then we'll finish up with how to make your ads more shoppable and some tactics to deploy and strategies to think about. So kicking off with the industry. So even after the whirlwind of activity in e-com over the past 2 years, including a period where we saw, I think it was 10 years worth of growth in only 3 months, e-com sales are still projecting to steadily increase over the next 5 years, with eMarketer projecting an average 15% growth rate through 2025. So e-commerce has clearly been on an upward trajectory for a while. But this recent period of aggressive growth forced a lot of companies to reevaluate their priorities, where to invest their marketing dollars, and what areas and capabilities they wanted to invest in. So all that is contributing to the strong increases we're projecting for e-com in the near future. And one of the significant growth areas is within social commerce, products ordered via social networks like Facebook or Instagram. So looking at eMarketer again, we saw over 35% growth in social commerce sales in both 2020 and 2021. And we're projecting upwards of 25% growth this year. So right here, we're seeing a higher growth rate than overall e-com. We're seeing also substantial increases in site traffic coming from social commerce, time on site coming from social. So as a retailer, this is an area you need to be in. You need to be able to compete in this space as it matures. So the big media channels have noticed this growth, and right now they're getting in on this shift towards commerce and working to be seen more as shopping destinations. They're building more shoppable ad units. Facebook and Instagram are building storefronts. Google is making YouTube and Gmail more shoppable. TikTok is diving into e-com. So what we're seeing is these products are generally feed-driven. Feed-driven products are inherently scalable. A large retailer with 50,000 products has the ability to bid on every single one of their products across a variety of channels using product feeds, refreshing the data as often as necessary, bringing in new products, promotions, making quick changes. And at Tinuiti, we've seen feed-driven spend really explode over the last 2 years. Looking back continuously at our trailing 12-month average, we've regularly been over 100% year-over-year growth in some of the feed-driven initiatives. So we're obviously in a unique time. We're probably not going to continue to see 100% growth year after year, month after month. It'd be nice, but hopefully as we put the pandemic behind us, some of that will change a bit. But at the same time, this is still a budding industry. Many of these channels are just now starting to put a shoppable infrastructure in place. Users are becoming more accustomed to shopping directly on social. And some people are just getting accustomed to shopping online in general. So there's still plenty of growth to be had here. So as a retailer or online seller, it's important to put this shoppable infrastructure in place and start testing out these new formats. So as the formats scale up, you're not left behind. And that leads us to our next section, which is building a foundation with strong product data. So in order to have success on these shoppable programs, having clean, accurate, and consistent product data across channel is essential. Users who see a product image, a price, a brand in the ad, and they click through, they're very qualified. So if they get to the site and the item is actually out of stock or the price is different, in all likelihood, that will kill the sale. So you need to be sure that the site reflects what's listed in the feed and what's listed in the ad. You need a strong solution for managing product data, a solution that allows you to consolidate and optimize product data across channel, supplement your product data with actual performance of channels, and really build the feeds that power all these shoppable programs out there. So as channels continue to shift towards commerce, you need to focus on your product data, make sure it's clean, accurate, relevant, and really the better place your product data is in, the better your performance is going to be overall. And here are a couple of examples on how to enhance that data. So product categorization, having a clean product hierarchy will not only make your life easier from a management and reporting perspective, will also drive performance because the channels and algorithms will have a better idea of what these products are, what queries they're relevant to. Product titles are critically important as well. They're a big factor in relevancy. So make sure you're including your key product differentiators, size, color, brand, so the engines and users can understand more about your products. We always say that product titles are the closest thing we have in shopping to paid search keywords. So if you're going to spend time anywhere, spend it making sure your titles are as strong as they can be, and make sure you consistently test out different variations to see what works best. Some channels also allow you to add custom labels or custom fields, as well as an ability to add promotions. So this opens up a ton of opportunities for testing, grouping products by seasonality, price point, best sellers, will give you a greater ability to see what works best for your brand. So we've worked with some clients who group products by margin rate, so they can be more aggressive on products with higher margins and vice versa. So it's a good way to get the most out of your marketing budget and make sure you're optimizing in the ideal way. Okay, we'll wrap this section up with a quick case study. So one of our favorite clients, Bare Necessities, when they first started with us, they wanted to scale up their business, wanted to invest more in search and shopping, and obviously wanted to be smart about it and spend money efficiently. So this was a big opportunity, a large product catalog with over 200,000 products. So we onboarded them to Tinuiti, put that product data foundation in place, and really worked to highlight and create unique strategies for different platforms. So after launch, we saw shopping revenue grow 30%, higher conversion rate, and beat efficiency targets. So overall, some wins all around. Okay. And with that, I wanted to share a few recommendations on how to make your ads more shoppable. So first, it's important to build a multi-channel approach and not just send the same product data out to every channel. The Google product feed specs are generally considered the industry standard. Everyone accepts Google feeds, but it doesn't mean it's the ideal product data and structure for every channel. For instance, on Google, you should be sending all child products with all the size, color variations. But on Facebook, performance can be stronger and the ad unit's cleaner if we focus on parent products instead. If you think about it, on Google, users are searching for sizes specifically, whereas Facebook, it's a little bit different, and the ads are more visual, image-centric. So if the image doesn't change based off the product size, focusing on the parent products, probably the better way to go. But as with everything, it's important to do testing and see what works best for you. And then one of the big trends we're seeing is that social networks have been building out checkout programs directly into the networks themselves. They're really giving users the ability to purchase without ever leaving the network themselves. So it's a smoother, quicker buying process for users. It's definitely worth exploring if you have a strong social presence. Works as a marketplace type model. So there are some integration steps that you have to take in order to create the order flow, and you will have to consider the implications and trade-offs with customer data. But especially given how much social commerce is growing, like we talked about, we do expect more investment in direct checkout as we go forward. Also encourage looking at video and incorporating a digital storefront directly in with your ads. Google's been building out more and more functionality around shoppable video on YouTube. And you're now able to connect your video ads directly with your product feeds to make them more interactive and drive conversions. Next, there are a number of enhancements you can make to stand out more in the results page by leveraging some of Google's annotations. So this screenshot here goes over many of the annotations that are available to advertisers. They do seem to be changing frequently, so definitely be on the lookout for new ones. But some of our favorite ones are special offers, sales price drop, anything that highlights pricing and promotions typically performs well and can draw the eye in. So our team works with our clients to understand what promotions are upcoming, make sure they're loaded in at a product level so users have the benefit of seeing what they are. And for those that have stores, Google's been releasing new features to drive performance with local inventory ads. So you now have the ability to promote curbside pickup or buy online, pickup in store. So there's a ton of interest in these types of ad units. For consumers that actually end up seeing a local inventory ad, 15 to 18% of them actually end up going to that store. So pretty effective. Shopify did some research and found that 38% of consumers surveyed plan to continue to use curbside pickup even after the pandemic passes. So the world has changed. So these ad units are generally more efficient from a cost perspective versus standard shopping ads. Simply put, there's less competition. To this day, it's hard to get data by location, by product. So if you're able to prioritize and build that level of data, you can really get ahead of your competitors here. Okay. Last slide before finishing up with some key takeaways. I just wanted to touch on how you can fuel your marketing funnel through your Shoppable program. First, through introduction. On non-brand search queries where users are just beginning their search, shopping ads dominate. People want to see pictures, pricing. This is a great opportunity to enter the consideration set. One interesting test you should consider, if you have great lifestyle imagery available, try swapping that in for your regular flat product images. We've seen some pretty good results for this for a number of our clients and really great introduction to the brand. Next, educate. Use your feed to your advantage. Include the key product differentiators in your titles and descriptions. A two-word title is not going to educate consumers about your products. You have to make sure to beef that up and talk about your value prop. And lastly, convert. You have a lot of your big sales and promotions planned out. Work to highlight that at the product level on the channels where your users are. Make sure if they want to purchase, you're giving them multiple paths to do so. On site, direct them to a local store through local inventory ads, direct checkout on social. Just make it as easy as a process as possible for them. Okay. No, that was quick, but I just wanted to wrap up with some key takeaways and things to consider as you build out your plan for Shoppable. So it's important to understand channel nuances, customize your strategies accordingly. While many platforms may accept a standard Google feed and you can get through the approval process with it, it doesn't mean it's the optimal data for them, and you will see more success if you adjust your approach. Um, Work to enhance shoppable units on social networks, optimize your product data to attract users. Consider launching Facebook, Instagram checkout to allow users to check out directly in channel and remove some of that friction. Take advantage of all the annotations on search results that Google offers. And if you have local stores, work on building out that product data by location. It can be a big lift, but the results are worth it. Um, and overall, use Shoppable as best you can to build a full funnel, introducing, educating, and converting customers. Um, so yeah, that's all I got. But I guess we'll move into any questions that come through.
Evan, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I know we're at time, but I wanted to point out one question that Bob asked. He said, do you have many customers outside of the US?
Yes, we do. We work with a number of clients to manage their shopping, search, and other programs internationally. So it's definitely a big piece of what we do.
Amazing.